Guys, what's up? How's it going? It's John. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's good to see you. This video, I want to share my top 3 reasons why you should watch Cobra Kai, starting with number 3. The number 3 reason why you should watch Cobra Kai on Netflix would be that nostalgia. There's a ton of nostalgia. If you're a fan of the original Karate Kid like I am, I grew up in the 80s, and Karate Kid, essentially, the story is pretty much like Rocky, but with a karate backdrop, and it's good for kids, and it was a formula that worked. It worked for me. One of my favorite 80s movies of all time. And there's a ton of nostalgia from basically from Miyagi, the car that Miyagi gave Daniel with that old school yellow car, that makes an appearance. Johnny's red jacket that he wears in the original Karate Kid, that makes an appearance. The original Miyagi-Do, the area where they do the training with Daniel and Miyagi, that makes a huge appearance in a number of episodes. There's a lot of references, a lot of flashbacks to the original series, original movie. In fact, the first episode, they kind of start from where it left off, and the characters, a lot of characters will make an appearances as well that appeared in the original movie, including kind of a spoiler at the end of season 2, with the girlfriend looks like she might be coming back in the picture for season 3. So yeah, definitely nostalgia would be number 3. Number 2 reason to watch Cobra Kai would be the action. There is no lack of action in this movie. The fight scenes are incredible, and it's really cool. The one thing I say that would be kind of take away would be these kids learn karate really fast. Like, it's pretty amazing in the show how fast they can learn karate to become like an expert karate, and in real life that doesn't really happen. However, I will say that, but the karate sequences are pretty amazing, especially the last episode of season 2 when they're in the high school and they're doing a back and forth with Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do and how they're fighting back and forth. And it's pretty incredible. And I don't want to do any spoilers, but the end of the last episode of season 2 is pretty crazy. The twist and what happens in that regard, what happens to someone. But it is a really cool action scene, plenty of action, definitely no lack of. The tournament scene, I'd say even more action than the movies, which is cool. And I love the fact they're doing this as a TV series. They can span it out over a course of 10 episodes and different seasons. They can develop more of the character, they can show more action. So definitely number 2 for me would be action. Number 1 reason why you should watch Cobra Kai would be the story and the character development. I was really shocked in watching this movie because the story is actually really good. And the story of the original Karate Kid is great too, don't get me wrong, but what they did and the writers did in the series is it's hard to know who to like. I actually like the character Johnny. I can feel for him. You have a empathy towards him as a character, as far as how his life was ruined by, he's just having a rough childhood with his dad or his stepdad, basically just trying to give him money and doesn't really care. You have different characters with Johnny's son. I think his name's Robbie. I don't remember his name, but I think it's Robbie anyway. And how he pretty much was raised by himself. His mom's not really in the picture. His dad wasn't in the picture. You feel for him. But the character development, how they grow these different characters. The guy who eventually turns into Hawk, how he kind of started off as a nerd, and they basically take these nerds and they develop these characters. And they're really cool. So there's really not any good guy, bad guy. I kind of feel for both Cobra Kai, kind of root for that team Cobra Kai, and I also root for Team Miyagi-Do. And they have different philosophies in karate. Obviously, Cobra Kai is more aggressive, strike first kind of mentality, where Miyagi-Do is more, defense first. You should never attack and only win when necessary. So there's totally different 2 mindsets on how they approach karate, yet they make it work. And you kind of feel for Johnny and his character, and actually I'm rooting for him in my corner, right? I'm kind of rooting for him to do well. And of course, Daniel, you grew up watching the character in the movies, and you make Johnny look like a really bad guy, like, crazy blonde kid, but you kind of feel for him. So the character development, the story, it's really good. So those are my top 3 reasons why you should watch Cobra Kai. The one thing I kind of wish Cobra Kai didn't have, to be quite honest with you, is I wish that Cobra Kai didn't have any of the foul language. I want to watch this. I've twin boys that are almost 7. I'd want to watch this. I'm showing Karate Kid, which is obviously very family friendly. This not so much with some of the language, and I feel like they're too young to watch this because of the language in this show, unfortunately. And so because it's on not cable, but it's on Netflix, I feel like I can't really show them this, unfortunately, because of the foul language in the show. So, unfortunately, I think that kind of takes away from the show. But certainly, if you're of age and you're old enough, you don't get offended by that, and you're not 6, of course, this is definitely a show to check out. And I honestly, truthfully, I'd never heard of the show before about a month or 2 ago. I know it was on YouTube Red, which became YouTube Premium, whatever they call it nowadays. And it was kind of under the radar now because it's on Netflix, because it has the spotlight. It's like the #1 show on Netflix. So those are my number 3 reasons to watch Cobra Kai. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the series itself, Let me know if you guys like it. Let me know if you don't like it. I appreciate you guys liking this video, turning on that bell notification so you can get notifications for this channel. And of course, subscribing. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you guys soon. Take care and have a great day. Bye.